Sybilla, what went wrong?
Hey, Paul. It's the question that everyone is asking at the moment. No one is entirely sure what went wrong, but it's going to be a real test for contact tracers in New South Wales who have been lifted up as the gold standard across Australia. It looks like it could be linked to a US strain, but again, it's good in that we have at least most of the locally transmitted cases linked to that cluster from the Northern Beaches. But again, it's something that contact tracers are scrambling to uncover as we head into the holiday season. So it couldn't have come at a worse time.
Yeah, and especially coming at a time when you had 2 weeks of non-local infections. So what does this mean going forward? How fast is it spreading?
Well, I mean, it looks like it's mainly contained in the Northern Beaches area, but we've already seen cases detected below the bridge, as we call it, down here in Sydney. So it could have the potential to be a super spreading disaster. And it may not be known for another week or so whether there are other clusters growing in parts of Sydney. And we're already seeing that, like I said earlier. So it's really hard to determine at the moment. The fear, of course, is that it does erupt into a Melbourne-like situation. And only a month or two ago, Melbourne was in lockdown for 3 or 4 months in a very, very strict lockdown because cases were uncontrollable.
So what's that mean in practical terms for the people of Sydney, Sybilla? How strict are these new measures?
At the moment, we've got the Northern Beaches, so the area with the most cases in full lockdown at the moment. They're not allowed to leave their houses unless it's for shopping or things like that. And we've got some restrictions imposed across the rest of Sydney. It also means that Sydneysiders can't go into state and visit family for Christmas. Interestingly, the state's health minister came out this morning and said that the New Year's Eve plans would go ahead as planned, but they're watching and monitoring the situation daily. So it'll be interesting to see whether that goes ahead. But at the moment, it looks like stricter lockdown measures could be on the horizon.